Hello, BookTube. Hello, friends. Welcome to LizziefayeLovesBooks. I'm Elizabeth. I want to have a little chat about the Read What You Own challenge. Now, this was a challenge. I think it was started by Olly from Scribd and Olly, and he has done this challenge for a few years now, where he says, okay, I'm going to read X number of books of my own before I buy any new ones. And I think he's accomplished it at least 2 or 3 times. And then Michael K. Vaughan decided he would read 500 books before he bought any more, which now he's calling his dumb challenge. But anyway, I thought, I need to limit what I am buying. I don't think I could stop buying books. That's just too hard. But I should scale it down some, and I definitely need to read my own books. And so I did a video. I'll show it. I'll put it here if you missed it, where I said I'm going to not stop buying books, but I think I can limit it to 60 in 12 months. And I didn't. I'm sure, bought way more than that. I quit counting because there was just no point in counting. I have no idea how many books I have bought. I started buying Star Wars books, and I just kind of went crazy, and others as well. So anyway, I still want to read at least 200 of my own books. I'm not sure where I am at this moment with that. But I was kind of cleaning, straightening here, and this is a home office where I film from, and I uncovered 3 boxes of books that I, at one point, could get on audio. Now, it's very possible that there are some of these that are not available anymore because, things change on Hoopla and Libby and everything. But I set aside 3 boxes of basically standalone books, or books that are, like from a very small series like duologies and whatnot, or maybe the next book in a small series or something. Anyway, pretty much standalones. I also boxed up a lot of series books, cozy mystery series and things like that I can get on audio. And I have been working to get through some of those, not as regularly as I wanted to, but I decided that I would challenge myself because I got to thinking, these 3 boxes of standalone books, just to eyeball it, I thought that's probably around 60 books. And it turns out it is. I just now counted. I did a rough count, and I came to exactly 60. I am turning exactly 60 on November 1st. So I thought, if I can get all of these books on audio, and I already read, 20 to 30 books a month, and I've got 3.5 months before my birthday, what is stopping me from just knocking these books out and getting these books done? So I don't know if you're interested to see what the books are. Just real quick, I'll show you the books just for fun. I'll show them to you, and if there's any that you would like to read along with me and chat about, let me know, because I'm going to be going through them pretty fast, but still, if I'm always open to a buddy read. So I'm going to pause this and pick up the first box, and I'll show you what's in it. All right, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see to read the author's names. These are in no certain order. A lot of these were given to me by other people. Some my sister gave me, and others, and some I've just picked up here and there. So let's just go through them real quick. Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd. Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. Waking Up in Dixie by Haywood Smith. Durable Goods by Elizabeth Berg. That Camden Summer by Liverell Spencer. This is actually I think this might be a series, but I don't think they're listed as a series. But there is one more that I just got on, that I just found a paperback of at our bookstore. The Tea House on Mulberry Street by Sharon Owens, and then The Ballroom on Magnolia Street by the same author. And then there's one that came between these. It's something about the tavern on some other street. So I just got that at our bookstore. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of those are on Hoopla. Lighthouse by Eugenia Price. I thought this was part of a series, but it might be the first in series. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to get to some Eugenia Price books. True Sisters by Sandra Dallas. Enchantress of Numbers by Jennifer Shiverini. The Spy Mistress by Jennifer Cheverini. Sister gave me this one, Love in a Nutshell by Janet Ivanovich and Dorian Kelly. The Art of Mending by Elizabeth Berg. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Two by Erlene Fowler. I think these are both standalones. I've got a whole series by her that I've barely started, but I don't know if they're on audio or not. Anyway, this is The Road to Cardinal Valley and The Saddlemaker's Wife. And the last one in this box is The Nest by Cynthia Dupree Sweeney. So let me put these back in the box and I will get out the next one. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, I would like to unhaul these books after I'm done. It's very possible that I might run across a couple that I just think are fantastic and I want to keep them, read again, or whatever. But for the most part, I think that these are books that I can let go. I can either pass them on to friends, I can trade them in at our bookstore, I can sell them on eBay, or put them in a little free library. So let's get to the next box. This one, I'm actually not sure. It's in the box, but I'm not sure if I can get it on audio or not. But let me just show it to you anyway. 12 Thrilling Tales by Louisa May Alcott. And I also have Under the Lilacs by Louisa May Alcott. So I don't remember looking those up, but it's quite possible that I can get those on audio. All right, I've got a few Sandra Dallas books. I have The Bride's House and another one called Alice's Tulips. Sandra Dallas has been a hit and miss author for me. I have read some by her that I loved and some by her that I was really disappointed in. So I don't know where these are going to fall, but we shall see. This one I think my sister gave me, but I also wanted to read it because of Sarah's recommendation. I was telling Sarah, the Bookish Knitter, that I had tried Jill Shalvis, but it was just a little too steamy, and I, probably wasn't going to read anymore. And she said, try Lost and Found Sisters. Well, then my sister gave me this copy. So there you go. This one my husband has read. He said I probably wouldn't like it, but I'm going to try it anyway. 72 Hour Hold by B.B. Moore Campbell. And this is a 3-book series, and I don't remember which one this is. I think this is book 1, and I've got book 2 on my book cart, and I don't own a copy of book 3. Anyway, this Chicks with Sticks series by Elizabeth Linhard, I would like to listen to the next one of those. I always get it mixed up, which is first and which is second. The Knitting Circle by Anne Hood. Mrs. Lee and Mrs. Gray by Dorothy Love. More Elizabeth Berg. I started collecting Elizabeth Berg books because I loved most of the covers. And so when I would see one, I would pick it up if it was affordable. And I've not really loved most of the ones that I have read so far, but I'm still hoping. Anyway, this one is Home Safe. And this one is Joy School. I think Joy School might be a sequel to Durable Goods, which I already showed earlier. The Sewing Machine by Natalie Fergie. Inheriting Edith by Zoe Fishman. I think both of those are some that my sister gave me. Portrait of a Sister by Laura Bradford. Most of us cozy readers know Laura Bradford as the writer of an Amish mystery series, and under a pseudonym, she wrote the Southern Sewing Circle mysteries. But apparently she has an Amish romance book as well. Then When We Meet Again by Kristen Harmel. I read one Kristen Harmel book for book club. I really enjoyed it. And this might have been one of the books that Mitzi gave me when I was on my trip. Or I might have picked it up somewhere else. I'm not sure. The One and Only Bob. This is part of a series, but I can get this on audio, so I need an excuse to listen to this. Although it would probably be a really fast read. I'm sure it would be a really fast read to just sit down and read it. I read One and Only Ivan in one sitting, but this would be a good excuse to get this one read, and I'm sure it will be adorable. So that's all of this box. I've got one more box. Now, some of you may recall that I have a little basket of all of these books that I was going to draw from. I probably set this up a year ago, and even when I do draw them, I don't seem to get them done. So I just need to knock them out because they're just stacked up here. I don't have room on my shelves for these books, and I need to do something about that. So I went in my living room to my book cart because I have a couple more in there. And that way, in case I miscounted or can't end up getting one of these on audio, I have a couple of alternates. The Worst Hard Time by Timothy Egan is one that I'm really been looking forward to. My sister said this is great. Still Alice by Lisa Genova. I think this one was one that I drew out of the basket and just never got to it. I have Five Little Peppers and How They Grew by Margaret Sidney. More Elizabeth Berg. So many books by her. The Year of Pleasures. True to Form. She just has such great covers. Range of Motion. Say When. This is one of my favorite covers. We Are All Welcome Here. More Elizabeth Berg. The Pull of the Moon. Another beautiful cover. Tapestry of Fortunes. So I just, I see these covers and I can't resist. Okay, I think that's all the Elizabeth Berg. This one's a beautiful cover too. A Mother's Gift by Charlotte Hubbard. I don't remember getting that one. I wonder if that's one my sister gave me. This one I've had quite a while. Thanks for the Memories by Cecilia Ahern. A lot of my books, well, I kind of started really collecting more books when I was in charge of book sales at our library, which was like 10 years ago. And then I started BookTube 9 years ago. So that is just when my book collecting exploded. A Borrowing of Bones by Paula Munier. Elizabeth Noble, The Things I Want My Daughters to Know. It's a novel. Sounds like it would be a self-help book, but it's a novel. My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Backman. Oh, there's another Louisa May Alcott. And I did, while the video was paused, I did look up to see, and yes, I can get both of those books on audio, those Louisa May Alcott books. Anyway, we have An Old-Fashioned Girl. And then by Kay Gibbons, On Occasion of My Last Afternoon. I've read one other book by her that I thought was really good. I've got a couple of Kate Morton books. The Lake House. I think my library has these on CD. So I need to get to these before they decide to weed them out. Because, not that many people are listening to CDs anymore. The Clockmaker's Daughter. And then this one I've been trying to get to forever. The Floribama Ladies Auxiliary and Sewing Circle by Lois Battle. These three are a trilogy, and I can't remember the order, but they're by Karen Gillespie. A Dollar Short, Bet Your Bottom Dollar, and Dollar Days. That just looks fun. And the last two, we've got Housekeeping by Marilyn Robinson. I've read Gilead by her, and I really enjoyed it. So I think I will enjoy that one too. And then this poor book got crammed in the bottom of the box and got all misshapen. But it's by Emily Hemmer called When in Doubt. This is one my sister gave me. There's a little note inside. Sometimes she'll write little post-it notes about the books that she's sending. So that is about 62 books. If I can listen to at least 60 of these before my 60th birthday and then go on and unhaul most, if not all of them, then I will be in good shape. So let me know if any of those books interest you. If you've read any of them, let me know if you read any of them and you didn't like them, or let me know if you loved them or whatever. Let me know if you have any ideas where I should start. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll just use this little thing to determine my next few, but I'll need to kind of balance it and remind myself which ones I can get on CD from the library, which ones are Hoopla only, because I'm only allowed 12 per month on Hoopla, so I may have to use my daughter's Hoopla as well, and I'm only allowed generally like 3 on Everand, and so any that I can get on Audible, through Audible Plus, I'll do that. So it'll take a little bit of work to try to squeeze them all into 3.5 months. But I'm up for the challenge. So if this challenge goes well, I was kind of thinking going forward, it might be fun to revisit some of my oldest book hauls. Now that I've celebrated my 9-year anniversary on BookTube, that means I'm going into my 10th year. So there will be book hauls. By the time I finish this challenge, there will be book hauls that will be 10 years old. So it would be kind of fun to look back. I just don't know how to do the technology of it all, to share my screen and go back and forth and talk about whether I've, read it or not, or what I've done with it, or whatever. But anyway, it's something fun that I think sounds fun. I used to enjoy watching other people do that on some of the other channels that I have subscribed to in the past. So I might give that a shot. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you. Camden Summer, Camden,